Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Allow a Life to Happen. If you're new here, I'm Deborah, and this space is all about awakening to yourself, stepping into your power, and living in alignment with who you truly are. Today, we're diving deep on how to practice self love and why it's so important to love yourself first. These practices are not just for yourself, but for everyone around you who will benefit too. So has society has conditioned us to think that prioritizing ourselves is somehow wrong. That if we take care of ourselves first, we're neglecting others. But let's shift that mindset today because real love, true, deep, authentic love has to start from within. And I can say this because I've lived it. It took me 57 years to truly learn how to love myself. And honestly, guys, the transformation has been so incredible. Learning to love myself, really love myself, changed everything. It took me a long time to get here, but that's okay. The most important thing is that I did actually finally get here. I used to put everyone else first, thinking that this was the right thing to do. But I was left feeling so drained. But loving myself gave me so much more peace and a deeper connection with the people in my life. And I want that for you too. But guys, this wasn't easy. I had to face some truths about myself that was so hard to admit. But I had to go through this process to get to the other side. So let's talk about why loving yourself first is so important, and more importantly, how you can start today. So think about this, guys. If you're constantly pouring from an empty cup, what's left for you? What's left for the people that you love? Loving yourself first means setting healthy boundaries so that you don't get drained or resentful, and knowing your self worth, that you're not seeking external validation, and then filling your own cup up so you can show up as your best self for others. So imagine this, guys. You're on an aeroplane, and the safety instructions say, put your own oxygen mask on first before helping others. That's not being selfish, it's called survival. If you're struggling to breathe, you can't help anyone else, and life works in the exact same way. When you truly love yourself, you set the tone for how others treat you. You create space for deeper connections, better opportunities, and a sense of peace that radiates into everything that you do. So let's talk about how you can put all of this into practice. So here's three simple but very, very powerful steps that you can start taking today. Number one, practice self-compassion. We're so quick to extend kindness to others, but we're so harsh on ourselves. Why do we do this? Start by paying attention to your inner dialogue. When you catch yourself being self-critical, pause for a moment and change your dialogue. You wouldn't talk to the one that you love in this way, so why do you do it to yourself? Just think about that for a moment. For example, try this. Every morning, write down or look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am worthy. I am enough. I love myself just the way that I am. But take note, my lovelies, this takes more than just speaking the words or writing it down. You have to take action into becoming the person that you want to be. You can't just wake up in the morning as a new person. You have to do the inner work. I have a whole video on this with tips on how you can start working on yourself. But let's continue here for a moment. So, what's next? Number two, set and honor your boundaries. Boundaries are an act of self love. They teach people how to treat you and allow you to protect your energy. If you say yes when you mean no, you're betraying yourself. I spent a lot of time over the years saying yes because I just didn't know how to say no. I had to start having serious conversations with myself and realize that saying yes all of the time only was leading me further and further away from my own peace and my own truth. I was overcommitting, I was overextending myself, and ultimately I was running on empty. So, learning to say no was one of the most powerful shifts in my self love journey. It wasn't easy at first. I worried about disappointing people and seeming selfish. But the more I honored my own boundaries, the more I realized that the people who truly valued me respected those boundaries. So, this week, guys, notice where you feel drained or uncomfortable. Practice saying, I can't commit to that right now without feeling any guilt whatsoever. And that's fine. You don't need to feel any guilt. Number three, prioritize your time with yourself. Self love isn't just about affirmations, it's about action. Spend time with you and discover what makes you happy. Schedule a you date, whether it's a walk, journaling, or simply sitting in silence with a nice cup of tea. If you live by the sea like me, then spending time lounging on the beach is just another great way to just be. I love the water. This might not be your way, so find what works for you and be intentional about that time. Before I started this practice, I didn't realize how much I was neglecting myself. Once I began, my words today, blur. Once I began intentionally setting aside time to do the things that I love, I felt more at peace and more present and so much more happier. This is such a simple yet very powerful way to reconnect with yourself. Loving yourself isn't a one time decision, guys. It's a lifelong practice and it's not always easy. Sometimes it means facing parts of yourself you've ignored for so many years. Sometimes it means just letting go of the people or situations that no longer serve you. But every step you take towards self love is a step towards freedom. For me, the more I embraced myself, the more aligned my life became. I attracted healthier relationships, I felt more confident in my decision, and most importantly, I finally felt at peace with myself. And I want that for you too, guys, because you deserve it too. Loving yourself first isn't about shutting others out. It's about showing up in your fullness so that you can give and receive love in a way that's real, whole, and healthy. So, guys, I want to hear from you today. What's the one thing that you're going to start doing to love yourself more? Drop it in the comments and let's support each other on this journey. I always say this, guys, we are all in this together. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming up next. And if you know someone who needs to hear this today, share this video with them. Remember, guys, loving yourself is the foundation for everything. You are worthy, you are enough, and you are deeply loved. So, guys, I love you all so much. Until next time, keep allowing life to happen. Bye for now.